Everybody, is Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. What a game 7 with the Wolves and Nuggets. NBA wins tonight. They wanted a game 7, and they got all they could handle from it. Oh, man. So, last bit I talked about this. I just thought that the game was odd how the Nuggets came out flat, took it off, only scored 70 points. Everybody in the grandma knows that Nuggets are better than 70 points. Okay, this series should have been over with Jamal Murray being suspended for game 3, and that wasn't the case, right? So now we head back to Denver. Okay, and look, it seemed like for me watching this game, the refs were really trying to get Denver trying to give Denver some help, right? I mean, it was the calls were getting ticky-tacky, and then towards the end of the game, they kind of let guys play, right? Ant-Man, horrific night shooting, right? I mean, 6 for 24. Midway through the fourth, the Wolves were able to get they were able to be in the bonus early, so they were going to the line, right? And I believe the rest knew that. So Edwards got a breakaway straight to the basket, gets fouled by KCP on his arms, visible as day. They call nothing, right? Follow that up, they get possession back. They call it ticky-tack moving screen on the Wolves. So in my mind, I mean, it seemed like the juice was in for the Nuggets, right? I mean, they were really hoping for a Jokic, Luka Doncic Western Conference Finals, right? NBA has been pushing for European players, and I don't have a problem with it, but it was almost starting to feel manufactured in a lot of ways, right? So this game in itself, the Wolves played a game that was very reminiscent of game 1, right? All starters contributed. Look, Karl Anthony Towns, he played well. He played strong. Okay, strong defense, double. He was doing his thing. Edwards struggled throughout this entire game, right? But I mean, he hit the dagger 3 in the fourth. He was starting to come alive. So the team was able to keep them afloat, as well as clamp down defensively and manage that foul trouble situation with Towns and Gobert. Key to this game, right? The key to this game is Aaron Gordon couldn't get off. Aaron Gordon has been destroying, in a lot of ways, the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has 4 points. Aaron Gordon has been going off in this series, and he picks the worst game to not have his best, right? When you get 34, you get plus 30 from Jokic, right? Jokic gave you Jokic numbers, almost a triple-double. Okay, Jamal Murray showed up big. He had a big game today, 35 points, right? After last game, I said, look, Jamal Murray is due for a big game. He gives you that, right? Michael Porter, what happened? I mean, it seemed like the last 3-4 games, he's just kind of disappeared. Aaron Gordon picked up the slack, right, during their 3-game winning stretch. And then after that, he just kind of never got back in rhythm, right? 3 of 12. He only made 1 3-pointer. Man, not a good game, right? But despite all of that, the Minnesota Timberwolves find a way to prevail and win this game. Considering they were down double digits, I believe, at half. They were down as much as like maybe 13, 14 points. You know, I mean, the Nuggets was really looking like they're about to put a Nuggets cooking on the Wolves, and they just clamped down defensively. They were really getting Jokic flustered. Gobert, he actually played good defense in this game. You see it. I'm gonna give him his credit. I know I've been flaming him up. I still don't think he's that good of a defender, but in this game, he did well, along with Karl Anthony Towns. It was a total team effort, honestly. Murray getting pickpocketed by Edwards, Conley giving Murray some problems. It was good. And McDaniels has been hitting some time. He was hitting timely threes to keep this team afloat at times. And Naz Reid, man, what can you say about him? You see why he's a sixth man of the year, right? And yes, his offense is much needed for this team, but what he does on the defensive end is absolutely tremendous. A lot of times what he does on the defensive end is more valuable than his scoring, right? I mean, he is the ultimate X factor for this team. He's a nuclear weapon offensively and defensively for this team. So match set, right? I'm not gonna talk about this now. I'm gonna say this for later in the early next week. I'm gonna talk about Wolves and Mavericks matchup. That is going to be a very interesting series. No early predictions right now. Well, okay, I'll give you an early prediction. I definitely think that series is going to go 7 games. I have my reasons why. I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but 7-game series. And almost honestly, I feel like that series is going to be a coin flip, right? Going into this particular series, the Nuggets, I had Nuggets winning early on in 6. Definitely wrong on that. So shout out to the Wolves. Anthony Edwards, phenomenal young player, doing his thing. He's getting to the Western Conference Finals. Great to add this to his resume as well. And, the conversation now, right, since the 1 seed in the West is gone to OKC, you have Dallas Mavericks, you have the Minnesota Timberwolves, you have the Indiana Pacers, and the Boston Celtics. Who is the best team out of the 4 remaining, right? Between Boston, Minnesota, and the Dallas Mavericks, right? Who is the number 1 team? I am very shaky on the Celtics, but who knows, right? They're not going to play Porzingis in the Eastern Conference Finals. They feel they can get through Indiana without him. They should. But we shall see, though, man. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts about this game. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.